All right, everyone. So we have some news and announcements today for Raid Shadow Legends, and the big highlight is we have double rates event coming for Void Shards. This was posted by the Diamond, who is of course an official Plarium employee. Guys, tomorrow we're planning to launch ×2 events to get epic and legendary champions from Void Shards. You can share this information with your subscribers, and this was also posted by Valkyrie in the general Raid Shadow Legends Discord. Hi guys, I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. I want to let you know that we will launch ×2 chances to pull epics and legendaries from Void Shards tomorrow. Keep your eye on the portal. Happy summons to you. So a question that people ask sometimes is, how early do content creators get access to this information? And it really is random. Like in this instance, for example, the Diamond posted his message at 1:25, but then Valkyrie posted her message in the general Discord chat, announcements for everybody to see. And this was posted at 1:52, which was only 27 minutes later. So in this instance, it was less than an hour of, I guess you could say, early information that content creators actually had compared to everybody else. So nonetheless, though, we know that double rates event is coming for Void Shards. And this is actually really interesting because the second that I saw this, I was thinking to myself, well, don't we have a summon event going on right now? And we do. We still actually have this 10 times event going on for these Dark Elves champions, and we also still actually have a summon rush going on too. And if you take a look, there's 22 hours left on the summon rush at the time of me making this video, and immediately my efficiency brain, which is kind of what I always default to when it comes to quick thinking about things with Raid Shadow Legends, I thought to myself, is there any chance that we can actually catch the end of the summon rush and still summon Void Shards? And I actually asked the Diamond here if there was any possibility that that was actually going to end up being the case. And it turns out that the Void Summoning event is going to start, the double rates one, at 14:30 UTC time. Now, I didn't know off the top of my head, when exactly that would be, but if you guys are wondering, that is approximately 29 or so, 28, 29 or so hours at the time of this video actually being uploaded to YouTube. So unfortunately, because the summoning event that we have right now, the summon rush, ends in 22 hours, there is not going to be a way to catch the end of the summon rush with the double rates for Void Shards. Now, also, interestingly enough, is this is also happening at a time where we have a fusion going on. It's pretty rare for Plarium to make an announcement like this when we already have a fusion, because they actually have the calendar of events already up for the fusion here. But this is for events in like the actual events page and the tournaments page. But this is really useful to actually have right now. And the reason is because we know from this actual fusion calendar that there isn't actually another summon rush that is going to be happening with this double rates event for Void Shards, or even a champion chase. I went through, I double and I triple checked, and it seems like the one summon rush that we actually have that's going on right now that ends in 22 hours, that seems like it is the only summoning event that they actually plan throughout this fusion. So, we can kind of plan ahead and see. And unfortunately, this is actually going to be a double rates event that they introduced, one of the few lately where there doesn't seem to be another summoning event that's going to be running alongside with it. So, I asked the Diamond just to be 100% on this, and it seems like, as far as I can see, no summon rush or champion chase will take place simultaneously with ×2 on Voids, only the artifact enhancement, which of course doesn't have to do with summoning shards. So, if you guys want to be 100% super duper safe, you can always, when the actual ×2 rates event for Voids comes out, it's probably going to be, 2 days, 3 days or whatever. Summoning your shards usually doesn't take more than a few minutes or so. What you can do to just be super safe is wait until the last day, the last 12 hours, whatever you want to do. But, I feel like that would be really scummy if Plarium were, considering that we have the actual calendar for the fusion events. The Diamond didn't say anything. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to have another summoning event running alongside this one. Now, a question a lot of newer players might be asking, well, is it still worth summoning then? If we don't have a summon rush or a champion chase, is it still worth pulling your shards for a double rates event? And the answer, absolutely yes. This is the reason why we save our shards, is for events like this. It is so huge to have the chances of getting epics and legendaries doubled. It's definitely going to be worth it to summon. So it's almost, and not quite, of course, it's not the absolute best comparison, but it's almost like getting 2 shards worth of value for 1. It's not quite, because you still only get 1 rare champion, even if you don't get lucky and you don't get an epic or a legendary. But, you know, especially to mid and late game players who probably have all of the void rares in the game, or most of the void rares in the game, especially if you're a whale. Anyway, you know, at that point, it basically is like 2 void shards worth of value for 1. And given how rare and valuable shards are in this game, it is 1,000,000% still going to be worth summoning. So that's coming up soon. If you guys are summoning, feel free to let me know how many shards you guys have saved up in the comments section. What champions are you looking for? The great thing about voids as well is that there are an insane amount of really, really good void rares. Just to name a couple off the top of my head, we've got Coldheart, we've got Bellower, we've got, you know, actually a rare that I wanted to talk about in the future. I think he's going to be really useful coming up here is Fellhounds, especially given how they just introduced tournaments that need rare champions. He's super great for a campaign farmer, super great for Fire Knight's Castle. There's just a lot of really, really good void rares in the game. So let me know what you guys think about all that and your plans on summoning. And now let's move into other news and announcements. So specifically arena news. Now, really exciting stuff here is we actually have word that there is going to be some information provided next week about the new arena. Detailed UI, screenshots of the location, rules, etc. They are in the process of making it now. This is really, really exciting. And as soon as I saw this, I was thinking to myself, I know exactly what this has to do with. This is definitely related to the Tag Team Arena. Now, if you don't know, the Tag Team Arena is actually a planned update here on the Raid Shadow Legends roadmap right after the Void Tower. And, you know, we still don't know a whole lot of details about the Tag Team Arena, but we know that it's going to involve multiple systems. It's definitely going to be more complex than the current arena system that we have now. And I just wanted to ask the Diamond Tier a little bit of confirmation, but it does indeed have to do with the Tag Team Arena. So the fact that they are getting ready to share more information with us about this is really exciting, and also noteworthy here, going back to the actual roadmap, it seems like the Tag Team Arena is actually after the Void Tower. Now, Battle Pass, of course, and everything beforehand we already have. We do not have the Void Tower, and we now know that we're going to be getting more information about the Tag Team Arena next week. So we have that thing in the middle there, Void Tower, which we don't actually have a lot of information about, and I'm really curious. I'm curious here if maybe they're going to surprise us with some fun stuff about the Void Tower around the same time that we get that info about the Tag Team Arena as well. Let me know what your thoughts on this are. And now in more arena news here, we actually have the first Arena Onslaught tournament that is also running right now as well. Now, let's see here. Let me go to the tournaments page here. They announced with 1.15 that the Arena Onslaught tournament wouldn't launch the same day that the patch did. It would launch later on, and it seems like today is that day here. So they have it as one of the fusion events, and I took a look at this, and I saw the rewards on the right, and I was like, man, a little bit disappointed, but, I mean, it is part of the fusion, so I guess it makes sense for the actual fusion champion. I'm kind of hoping that the next Arena Onslaught tournament has a bit more enticing rewards, though, because it won't be a part of the fusion. And I also noticed that the way that you get points, it's not based off of your actual medals, but it is still based off of kind of where you are in the actual arena ranking system. So it starts off with 1 point per win in Bronze 1, and then it goes up gradually as you get to a total of 13 points per win in Platinum. So I feel pretty bad if you are still in, you know, low Bronze 1. It would take 320 victories in order to get this Fusion Champion. That's pretty rough, but hopefully by the time that you, you know, get anywhere even close to this Fusion Champion, you will have climbed up at least a few tiers to help get you more points per victory. But will be interesting to see what the rewards look like for this Arena Onslaught tournament, kind of outside of, you know, having it be one of these events for the Fusion. And also, I will have some fun videos related to the arena coming up soon as well. So if you guys are looking to try to improve your win rate and stuff like that, definitely keep an eye out. Those will be coming out hopefully within the next few days. So now, there are some other events and things going on in-game right now. Going back to the actual events page here, So, of course, Summoning Rush, unfortunately, will be ending before the ×2 rates event for Void Shards. We've still got this giant champion training and Dungeon Divers. You can see I'm working on the Dungeon Divers quite a bit right now. In fact, I actually interrupted my Dragon 20 farming in order to start recording here, which is why I have so much energy. And we also have an artifact enhancement event that is going to be starting up as well. So just make sure for the artifact enhancements, there's actually 2 of them that are required for this fusion year. So, you know, if you guys need champions for the fusion, if you are going for that, make sure that you plan around the fact that there's another artifact enhancement starting May 22nd, which will probably require quite a bit of silver as well. And this Fencer champion for the Catacomb Counselor is actually really important because the Catacomb Counselor, there's no alternative way to get. All the other epics, Fan Cleric, Seneschal, Umbral, Enchantress, you can see you can get them from fusing the rares to the epic, but there's also the alternative method of just getting the straight up epic by itself. You cannot do that with the Catacomb Counselor, so missing out on this Fencer could be pretty bad news if you are working on the fusion. So that's the events page in terms of the tournaments here. We have a spider tournament that just started up here, and really important about this, if you guys do not have Frozen Banshee, this is a really important time to think about doing this spider tournament. Seriously, if you are newer to the game, this is a time to actually participate in a tournament. This is one of the best champions, the best rares in the game, probably the most used rare still in a lot of people's, you know, end game teams that they use. So much damage, especially to the clan boss. Her poisons are insane. I have a couple of videos on the channel where I really get into her in more detail. Definitely check them out. But those of you guys who are newer, if you do not have her, you have an opportunity now to get her without having to rely on the RNG of shards, and it is absolutely worth it. So that's everything there. We've got the Dragon Tournament ending here, of course. The Arena Onslaught, and to round it all off, I just thought that I would mention, you know, we've got that double rates event going on for Void Shards. In the video from a couple of days ago, Salt promises you a legendary. Now, I did say in this video it was for Ancient and Sacred Shards because it's really difficult to promise people a Void legendary. You guys know how legendaries are, and then of course you take Void Shards, which are also very rare. But if you guys have a ton of Void Shards anyway, still just go ahead and enter this, you know, this thing here. Go back to that video from a few days ago. You can still enter. Don't worry about it. And, you know, if you have a ton of Void Shards, feel free to reach out to me on Discord or Twitter, and, you know, maybe we can work something out. Who knows? But I didn't want to include Void Shards in it because Void Shards kind of complicate things with how rare they are. That's going to be it for the video today, though. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine, and more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen right about now. Feel free to check them out, but if not, until next time, take care, everyone. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.